Doug, why did you start playing 9-hole golf courses?
The project started in 2003, actually, when we visited the Western Isles for a few days. And I played Barra, Benbecula and Scarista on Harris. And that let me see that there really was something special about these 9-hole golf courses. And eventually we played as many as 8 in a week as we approached the total that we played in Scotland. Eventually by 2012, we played 169 golf courses.
Now you brought some photographs along with you, Doug. Can you tell us a little about the differences in the courses that you played?
Yes, indeed. This first one here is taken at the 5th hole on Isle of Barra golf course. This is in the northwest of the island. This is what I call, or we would call, a natural golf course. This means it has the minimum of artificial construction. In the case of Barra, the only artificially created part is really the green. That if you if you see here, even the tee is just ordinary plain rough ground, and the tee marker is a stone on which the number and the length is painted. So all of that we have there is really woven out of the terrain that you have there. Another reason why I like this photograph has to do with the club I've got in my hand. In those days, this is 2003, at that time, Barra had a hut at the beginning, a starter's hut. And in it, there were a number of clubs that you could hire, put a set of clubs together, and you could hire them. And I spent about half an hour sorting some clubs out while Angela climbed a hill because she's a great rambler. And when she came back, I'd got the clubs, and it included this Peter Thompson 2-iron. And I played this one at the 5th. It was a good one, and so obviously I remember that hole particularly fondly. The second photograph is of a links golf course. This one is taken at Machrihanish, a very famous golf location. The links terrain is different from Barra. It's a special kind of ground with plenty of sand. It ends up quite hard packed and very fast running, and ideal for playing golf on. Sometimes it requires very little maintenance, and sometimes it's only maintained, as in North Ronaldsay, by sheep. Another feature of the links golf course is what we call a pot bunker, which is small, usually fairly round and quite deep. And in the background, we see one of the big hotels. In the early days, many 9-hole golf courses grew up along with the big hotel and the railway. When you come inland, golf courses were often constructed on parkland or old estates, which for various reasons have been given over to the clubs. And this one is at Dunning. Dunning is lucky enough to have running through it the Lake Burn. On this photograph you see just in front of the short 5th, and it produces a nice effect with the water to carry over and the bunker here. The last one is what I call a golf course in the new medium. It's recently constructed, lush fairways, plenty bunkers, and this one at Kinloss Country Golf is absolutely beautiful. There are 2 golf courses there with fine views of the Moray Firth.
In your opinion, Doug, what is the hardest 9-hole course you've played?
Well, I sort of anticipated this one, Bob, and I brought a photograph here of the 7th hole at Tobermory. This golf course is situated on the cliffs above the town, and it has got a reputation for being hard to play. I didn't feel so bad actually after my effort on it, when I learned that they had an illustrious visitor in 1999 in the form of 5 times Open winner Tom Watson, who declared that it was one of the hardest golf courses he'd played in his life. Tom played with the juniors, and I take my hat off to him for doing that. I've always been an admirer of that. And this last photograph it was taken on the 7th tee at Kyles of Bute, which is situated above Tignabrewig. It's a very, as you can see here, is a very scenic golf course, and our photographer has done really well here and got the picture postcard course, which you'll find this photograph in a number of locations. One like this is just like famous, this particular hole, which is called McTavish.